If you're looking to spend some time outside this summer, you should probably know that it's shaping up to be another busy year. In fact, over 60% of reserved state park campsites are already booked. MTN's Dennis Bragg has more.
Last year was one for the record books at Montana State Parks as people saw camping and outdoor recreation as a respite from COVID lockdowns.
A 29.5% increase, which is fairly large. Almost an additional 1 million people visited our parks.
Occupancy was also up 23% as campsites were filling up more often, with campers using the state park's reservation system to make sure they had a spot as summer progressed.
Saw a lot of people, a lot of first-time park visitors really taking advantage of our park reservation system and using that tool, to really plan their trip to some of our really significant sites across the state.
And with a lot of the pandemic pressures nearly the same as we head into the 21 camping season, thousands of people are already planning their nights out.
So statewide, we currently have about 41% of our nights still available for our peak season. So that is, tracking above average for coming in, but there are still sites available out there.
During the rush last summer, a lot of local residents probably felt it was out-of-state pandemic refuge seekers that were taking their favorite campsites. And while there certainly was a lot of strange license plates at times, the state says actually most of the users continue to be Montana residents.
We do track those stats, obviously, through our reservation platform, and we look at the majority of our parks, seeing about 70 to 80% of Montana residents making campsite reservations. That can be up for some parks. Some parks do receive, a little bit more out-of-state visitation and out-of-state interest.
While many of the big weekends are already full, Doyle says there's still some nice openings, especially if you can camp during the week.
But if you are flexible in your times where you can go out and recreate, I think that really does play into your advantage for getting an available spot.
In Missoula, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
Well, the state added new campsites for reservations this season, and you can find a full list at montanastateparks.com.